All right, everybody. So, welcome back to Esper Genesis. Last session, you all had uncovered the truth behind the Star Chaser explorers that you had found that had helped you out, actually, in landing and getting to the asteroid safely after you were attacked by those spider Kanasi in that asteroid field. After agreeing to help them deal with the Kanasi threat inside of the asteroid, you made your way into the tunnels and found their actual target inside. A Bellari by the name of Gavelia had been hunted down to this location, force landed, and then chased to here by those Star Chasers before the Kanasi attacked and forced them to retreat, leaving Gavelia here. So, after uncovering the truth behind those individuals, you pressed further into the asteroid compound with the Bellari now traveling with you, his offspring being somewhere inside of this station, somewhere inside of this asteroid. As you moved through the area, you were all able to see that the rock had been modified from a mining outpost into a production facility for Kanasi scavengers, a place where they would construct more of themselves and basically just work as kind of a small hive out here in this asteroid field. It was these mechanical creatures who had taken the Bellari's offspring in order to use it as an energy source for their own designs, very similar to what the Star Chasers intended to do. You all found that the Star Chasers were in fact under the employ of a organization known as Revosys, or Revolutionary Systems, a weapons manufacturing organization, mega corporation. They intended to use the Bellari for research into energy weapons. But you did end up rescuing that juvenile Bellari, destroying the Kanasi, at least the ones that were in charge of the area, disabling most of their functionality, rendering them not hostile towards all of you, before going back to confront the Star Chasers. You made your way back to the hangar bay, and you were able to get the jump on the Star Chasers, entering from a location that they were not prepared for. This was, of course, after you had heard that they were very much waiting for your return, weapons drawn and aimed at the entrance they expected you to come from. You came in from behind them, were able to get the drop on them, and after a brief negotiation and a brief chat, a fight ensued. A fight that looked like it was not going to go very well for a moment, but the tide quickly turned, and Lita Myers and her crew were defeated. While this entire fight was going on, another contained battle was happening aboard the Star Chaser's ship. Rabbit, a young woman who appeared to you all as a rookie with the mercenary group, turned out to have fought her way through the crew that was on board the ship, secured the ship, and then prevented Lita Myers, the mercenary captain, from escaping aboard it. It is in the aftermath of this situation, you all still deciding what exactly to do with your new prisoners, that we pick up today. So let's go ahead and drop y'all in. So, your prisoners are shackled, restrained. You have Gavelia here with their offspring. Your drop shuttle that you had taken from the Lorendi battle cruiser, the Eos Keldor, is in rough shape, in dire need of repairs. So, what do y'all want to do?
So weren't we all just out of character? Weren't we all going to go to Pulsaros?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to get the ship fully repaired, right? Before we can go anywhere. So we need to stop at a station. Is that?
Are we talking about the ship that we have now, this one,
Yeah.
or are we talking about the new one that we might take?
Oh, I thought we took the new one.
Yeah. Okay, so we have to get repairs on this one, you're saying?
On the new one, yeah.
Okay.
Unless they already finished repairing it.
The Star Chaser has completed its repairs.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Yeah,
should
so
we,
now we just have to figure out how many prisoners we're taking.
yeah, because we can't fit everybody.
So at this,
Question is-
but
like, how many prisoners are here? Is it just like the 4 we see like right here, or is there like more in the area that's not obviously like listed as tokens?
so Rabbit would approach you all. Her left arm still missing below the elbow. She would approach you all and she'd say, Alric and I did unfortunately have to dispatch the crew on board. What you see here is all that's left.
Well, they're your crewmates. What do you want to do with them?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily go as far to call them my crew. See, I haven't exactly been truthful with all of you. She reaches back behind, and you hear a click, and she pulls out a badge, and she says, "My name is Rabbit, or at least that's what people call me, but I'm actually Savapol. Savapol being the Pel Saros police force." Says, "I was put undercover with this crew to investigate their, well, illegal activities, gather the evidence that I needed, and then return it to my superiors, but with the help of all of you, it seems that we've taken it a step farther and we're able to take them into custody now. So, I thank you for that, and I apologize for the deception earlier."
Huh. Well, I guess you paid your due anyway.
Yeah, it's... Luckily, Sarapol does provide decent prosthetics, but it is certainly going to be missed.
Well, I imagine you have a comfy jail cell picked out for these lot.
That we do. All we gotta do is get them back to Pelsaros, and we'll get them processed and dealt with properly.
Well,
Then that's where we should head out next then.
I mean, I believe we were on our way there anyway, so
Well, that works out then. And what about, that? She points towards the busted drop shuttle.
Eh,
I guess we can salvage as much tech as we can from it, see what we can use.
yeah.
Gavilia pops his head up out of a hole in the outer hull of the drop shuttle and says, actually, if you don't mind, I would enjoy the opportunity to repair and potentially salvage the ship if you all don't mind."
How long would it take you to repair such said ship?
He looks around at the damage. He says, "Well, with the help of your crew and supplies from the Star Chaser, there, it shouldn't take more than, say, about 12 hours. The Kanasi shouldn't be able to replicate any major offensive in that time."
I mean, they do have to go their own way.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know how much a help I'll be, though. Not much of a fixer.
I mean, I know Soren was able to do this, but we know just to shut him down. But can we program them to maybe help us repair the ship?
I think we learned that something like that would be complicated. Would be a
True.
complex order, so we would have to do a check, and we don't know what would happen if we failed that check.
At least we got space guidance.
Space guidance.
I mean, if I long rest, I can also get enhanced ability.
That's true. I am going to say that, by the way, if we do ever do Space Jammer, I'm gonna call it Space Guidance every time.
That'll be
Everything
fun.
arbitrarily gets space added to it.
Right. Like, roll initiative in space.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Space Guiding Bolt or something like that.
Gonna be fun. All right.
I guess we could wait for the long rest, right? We're not in a rush.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Guess we could sit around for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, at least the repairs are gonna take 12 hours, and then we at least, can get that done, so.
Right.
I'm gonna ask Rabbit, how familiar are you with the solar system?
Well, I've spent most of my time around the Silrain Arc. I don't really go too far. I haven't really gone too far from there yet.
Once we get to Pelsaros, do you think you'd be able to give us the shortest route to Solrain Prime?
Well, yeah, it's only a quick jump from Pelsaros to Sara, so wouldn't be difficult to navigate.
Excellent. We have some business there. We'd love to take care of after we drop off the prisoners.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you mind if I ask what kind of business it is? Does it have anything to do with Pelsaros? Should Savapol be involved?
No, I don't believe so. But thanks
Do
for
I know how?
concern.
Go ahead. Keep going. Sorry. I was gonna ask, what do I know? The how much influence this organization she works for has? Meaning, what's her jurisdiction? I guess.
Absolutely. So go ahead and... Is anybody proficient in lore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you would know that Pelsaros is essentially run, I put in quotations, by the mega corporations. Zephyr Corp, Revosys, those other ones are the government there. Sarapol is on paper in charge of the defense, of the running of the place, but it's a complicated situation because the mega corporations do own the station, but Sarapol has been put in charge by the Conclave, the overarching government of the galaxy, to make sure that they don't get up to anything too terrible. So technically, the station answers to Sarapol, but enough money can circumvent that.
So out of character, we can't trust anyone at Pelsaros really with these documents. We definitely have to get them to Solrain Prime because they might have been bought off.
It is. Let's just say that corporate spies abound at Pelsaros.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it from Rabbit as to the documents that we have and what our business in Solrain Prime is gonna be.
The bare minimum, I think we can say it won't stay a secret.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll tell Rabbit. The business is it's something complex regarding a situation that we had with the Lorendi and the Volnan. A private matter, really. Nothing major.
She nods and says, "Very well. Well, if you do need some help getting to Tessara, getting to Silrain Prime, and you need things kept a little quiet, I'll see what I can do once we get to Pelsaros."
Thank you. Thank you for your candidness.
Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Probably going to be getting a pretty hefty promotion after landing this. I was just supposed to be collecting evidence, and now I've got the evidence, and I've got perpetrators. So, I am most certainly in your debt.
Well then, so have we done our 8-hour rest?
Unless there's anything else that you would all like to do before then yes, we can assume that you all have taken your long rest, and that during that time, you all were assisting Gavelia, or after your long rest, whatever it may be. But yes, we can assume that you all have completed that.
During that time, I'm gonna do my 2 weapon links that I'm gonna do with
Okay.
my new subclass.
Okay.
For my glaive and then for my heavy pistol.
Do any of us have a short rifle? No, right?
Short rifle?
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
No. I have a light pistol, that's it.
Nope.
Okay.
Do you need the ammo of a short rifle or something, Denny?
No, I'm just trying to figure out what to make with this gunsmith tool.
Cool.
But I'm pretty sure it's easier to find a rifle than to make one.
Oh yeah, I need to add shipwrights tools. I forgot.
So if we have no other business with this older ship, should we be off then? Oh, we gotta remove the logos of the Star Chaser. Any kind of indication, because they had a logo that they used.
Do we need to take it off?
Yeah.
Space pirates. They
Rabbit.
might have made enemies.
And Rabbit would say that by the laws of salvage, since these individuals will not be using their ship anymore and they're not technically licensed to Revosys, Rabbit will be able to pull some strings to make sure that this ship gets transferred to your names. However, unless you want Star Chasers chasing you down, then the transponders are definitely going to need to be traded out at Pelsaros.
Okay.
I guess the universal rule of finders keepers.
You're not wrong.
Fair enough. Okay, then shall we get on the ship and be on our way?
Let's be on our way. Let's find a place to put this lot.
Yeah. I'll look for a place to put that that navigator thing that I found at the way inside this place.
Okay. All right, everyone. So, your business now completed on the asteroid. Gavelia, after having completed the repairs to the drop pod, to the dropship, would take off first, waving goodbye and expressing his thanks to you all before departing. But he would take off first, him and his offspring in the ship. And shortly after, you all would get aboard and depart aboard the Star Chaser 4. So let's go ahead and just bring you all back here. All right. All right, everybody. So, where would you like to stow the prisoners? Let me get. I don't think Rabbit's out here. Let me grab her real quick.
Nowhere with computers.
I agree.
Could lock them in the lounge.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say they have
Yeah, the lounge.
couches and sinks and all that. Why don't we just stick them on the couches?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay, so in the lounge.
Yep.
All right. So, who is transporting them up to the lounge area?
I'll
I was gonna say I might help you out with that too.
Sure.
So both of you. So as you're taking them up there, at one point Lita would turn back around towards you and she says, "You know, it's only going to be a matter of days before we're back out again. Get a new ship. We will find you all."
And I will kill you.
You know, the universe is a very large sea. It's going to be very difficult for you to catch us.
That may be true, but my employers aren't going to just accept that I lost my ship to you all.
Yes. Well, Lita, if you're so persistent, then You'll just get what's coming to you if you come after us. Be warned.
Didn't exactly work out, did it? Your employers. Why don't you just, go legit? Try something new. Stop getting caught up in the law.
This was the something new.
Well,
Used
it's
to
all
be a
breaking the
pretty
law in my book.
used to be a pretty straight up crew here, but the money just got too good. Rivas just offered us some special contracts, and well, could you turn down a million cubes just to come out and find one Bellare? We couldn't.
I've seen a lot about you organics. A lot of those programs, and I like it. But the one thing I still consistently don't understand is this pursuit of greed and money. Why? You were going to get killed over this.
Well, we need ships, we need food, we need ammo. It's all need, isn't it?
I mean, it's more of a want than a need, I think, in your case, but I beg to differ.
You could just move on and take us letting you live as a sign that perhaps it was a bad idea to meddle with us. But since it sounds like you're choosing to not move on, then the consequences will be what they are. When it comes, we'll be ready for you.
Well, she stretches out on the couch and acts like she's just very comfortable. Until next time, then.
Yes.
Yeah. Point of order. Does the lounge door have a locking mechanism? And
It
does
does.
it lock from the outside?
Yeah, it does.
It's actually kind of alarming. We should probably look into that.
You'll find that all of these doors can lock from either side.
There's no like panels anywhere in here in this lounge. It's just the basics of the basic here.
There is panels on both sides, but between you and Soren and anyone else that might have cursory knowledge of computer systems, you should be able to lock out the opposite side.
All right. Vessa, pending any upcoming dogfights, do you want to maybe post guard on these guys, or?
I mean, I was gonna do that anyway, but yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
Well, let's get going, right?
All right. So let's go ahead and get the stats for this ship figured out.
Oh, yeah.
You all see the. Oh, did you really name it the Don Johnson Plus?
I love it.
I might have.
I was waiting how long you were gonna notice that, Sean.
Sean, I'm gonna put my my bonded companion Spectre to just kind of float around in the room in the lounge. Just keep an eye on them.
Okay.
And
good.
Notify me if anyone tries to escape.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So who is our pilot?
Captain.
Still me, or
Yep.
somebody else want to
I was
fly?
gonna
Captain Clint.
Captain Clint.
Good old Clint.
All right. So Dex mod.
+2.
2 wisdom.
-1.
-1. Good stuff. And then our first technician.
I'll be 1.
Okay. Int mod.
+2.
And wisdom.
+1.
+1. And then Vessa, you are a gunner, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Dex mod and proficiency.
My dex mod should be +2.
Okay. And then proficiency still
And my-
+2.
Proficiency. Does it, proficiency in space vehicles affected in any way?
Yes, you would be that. That's why you get to add your proficiency bonus.
Okay,
to
so
this.
then +4.
+4, sweet. Okay, and we'll go ahead and leave the second gunner seat blank for now. As you're all going through this, as you're all going through the systems here, you'll also see that this ship has something unique to it. There is, of course, the enhanced scanners and enhanced sensors that you all saw before, turning this ship into a. You have 30 units of regular sensor that'll allow you to just see anything within 30 units of you. And then you have long range sensors at 200 units, which will allow basic information and investigation and various checks to be done at a disadvantage at a distance of over 300. But just as a baseline, regular ships usually have 20 and 80 as their sensors. Yours has 30 and 200.
Wow.
The ship is also outfitted with a directional barrier. It's basically shield. You get 4 uses of it between a ship's long rest. I believe it's called a full repair. But ship's technician may use the reaction to add +2 to AC against one attack that would hit it. To do so, the ship must be within maximum sensor range. So as long as the ship is within 200 units of you, which if you're fighting it, it should be, you get to add 2 to your AC against one attack that would hit you. All right, and Denny, are you going to do a technician or co-pilot?
I guess co-pilot would probably be the case here.
Okay, Dex mod?
Oh, +1.
+1, int mod?
+3.
Thank you. Wisdom?
+3.
+3, and charisma.
-1.
Thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the maneuver check figured out. So, pilot's proficiency score 2, your dex mod is 2, so 4, plus your wisdom. And then we can use the co-pilot's wisdom for that. So, that would be 2, 5, nice. So, +7.
So, one thing I'm thinking with this directional variability, do we want to have 2 technicians and maybe have Johnny 5 be co-pilot?
That is an option as well, at least until we get Ulrich set up.
That is true. We have another guy coming on. What class is he, by the way?
He is a hunter. Reed Ranger.
Yeah.
So co-pilot is probably best for him. I mean, not to put him somewhere, but because of the dex mod.
I mean, his dex mod could be +3, right?
I can just check.
Yeah.
His dex mod is +2.
Oh.
Just a thought, because I think we'll want to have that extra technician action floating around.
Right.
Well, technically, wouldn't I be filling technician roles?
Yes,
as I run around, basically.
Correct. As a co-pilot, you do get to fill the technician roles. So
that's fair.
Yeah, I just wouldn't apply the secondary technician bonus to that or whatever.
So yeah, co-pilot. This title can be attributed to the ship's technician, but if there's already a technician assigned to the ship, co-pilot gets all the other added stuff. So yes, the co-pilot is kind of a technician already. Can make technician maneuvers and whatnot.
It says how many gunner seats?
2.
Am I reading this right? Hull type? This is a Corvette?
Yep.
Wait, we got a Corvette. Let's go.
Yeah, the ship designations in this are a little bit different than what we might expect. Like this would classify. Have you all seen The Expanse? Mm-hmm. This would classify the Rocinante as a Corvette.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I say Chevrolet really expanding into different games.
Is that?
No, the brand of car.
Oh. All right. So getting the maneuver save DC down now. So we have 8 plus pilot's proficiency bonus. So 8 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Clint, what's your charisma mod?
+3.
Okay. I don't think we're doing captain just yet because we don't have grand scale ships. So it's 8 plus 2, so 10. I'm checking to see what else we can do the co-pilot for. Okay. So it looks like our maneuver save DC is currently 12. Right? So 8 proficiency bonuses are still +2, plus pilot's dex mod. So 8 plus 2, 10, and then +2 to make it 12. Maneuver defense, also 12, and then we have our ship's armor class. Base armor class is 9 for this ship. And then we have +2 maneuver bonus for the ship. Pilot's dex modifier is 2. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 armor class.
On the maneuver defense, wouldn't it use the co-pilot's wisdom, which is +3?
Okay. Let's get that up to 13. Okay. Initiative bonus is +2. And we have the structural integrity. So max base SI is 3 for this ship. Technician's wisdom modifiers, so +3.
Did you go over what structural integrity is different from health?
So structural integrity is you have your hull points, and then once your hull points are gone, you start taking damage to your structural integrity. Your ship is not destroyed until you reach structural integrity of 0. So
Fair enough.
I'll go ahead and just read the passage here. So while a ship's hull points measure its effectiveness in combat, a ship's structural integrity, referred to as SI, measures the overall endurance of the ship in regards to stress and system damage. The more damage a ship takes, the less likely the whole thing will hold together. And every ship has an SI score when it's calculated. When a ship loses SI, its overall structural integrity is severely damaged and can now only be regained during a full repair or through special powers and items. A ship that is reduced to 0 SI is destroyed. There's a few different things that can cause your ship to lose structural integrity. The main one that will probably happen the most often is if you take a critical hit and then fail a system shock check. And then, so a ship loses 1 point of SI whenever one of the following occurs. The ship fails a system shock roll. The ship takes damage from a single attack that is equal to or greater than half of its maximum hull points. The ship takes damage after being reduced to 0 hit points.
So, the ship takes damage to structural integrity, or just every time it takes damage after that, it loses a point of structural integrity?
The second one. Whenever it takes damage after that, it loses 1 point of structural integrity.
Okay. Kind of like death saves, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like death saves for a ship. Okay. Every time the ship loses a point of structural integrity, we have to roll on the system failure chart on the system failure table, which does give negative effects. Okay. Max SI is 6. I think we are done. I think we have it all. Yep. All right, good stuff. All right, everyone. So, the former crew of the Star Chaser seems very relaxed. They seem pretty confident in what Lita said, that this is just a detour for them. They'll be back out on the float in just a few days. They don't really seem too upset by this whole situation. But they are secured in the lounge area, and they do not give you all any trouble in the several days it takes you all to get to Pelsaros.
And sometimes you just wish you were an evil character.
All right. So, there is one other object of note. The Iriadi Rift is very close to Pelsaros. In fact, it is why Pelsaros exists as kind of a hub of travel between the Iriadi Rift and other areas. This is essentially a fast travel point between the other rift in the galaxy, the Keshite Rift. So, just as a point of order, whenever you all need to travel across the galactic core, traveling straight through the center is extremely dangerous. So, instead, doing so via the rifts is often recommended. It can travel the distance between the Iriadi Rift and the Keshite Rift in a matter of days, as opposed to the months it would take you to navigate the galactic core. So just a point of order there. All right. So, while you all travel from this asteroid belt to Pelsaros, what'd you all get during your level ups? Anybody get anything cool during your level up? Anything that a game master should be prepared for?
Level 2 spells
Yeah,
for my
take a
cleric.
look.
Sweet.
I may need a token for my spiritual weapon. So
Okay.
I can now deal fire and radiant damage with the two
Alright.
weapons I linked up with, so.
Nice.
But it's only like twice per day.
I chose levitate so I can cast levitate.
Nice.
Yeah.
just for correction, the spell, does it work on the ship?
Automaton construct, mechanical device, planetary vehicle.
I think the fact that it specifies planetary vehicle would say no.
Oh wait, I misunderstood that then. Okay, planetary vehicle meaning like a car or a motorcycle kind of thing. Okay,
Yes.
never mind.
Terrestrial things, yeah. I have psionic combat, which means I can do some tricky things now.
Valric just entered the roll 20. It's actually excellent timing.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, very good timing.
Yeah. Good stuff. Al, welcome in. Your timing is excellent.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome.
Good
Welcome.
day.
Good. Thank you for the warm welcome.
Fantastic. All right. Al, everybody, Al, welcome to the party. Welcome to the group. Great to have you here.
Hello.
Hello. Happy to be here. Thank you for adopting me, guys.
I didn't get the adoption papers, so.
All right, so just for a little bit better of an introduction here, Ulrich. Al, how are we pronouncing your character's name? Is it Alric or Ulrich?
Alric is fine.
Alric, fantastic. All right, so we'll go ahead and do a quick recap on what has just transpired up until now. We'll do a little bit of a longer recap just to get you caught up to exactly where we are now, right up to where you are currently in the med bay. So the group met each other while they were being taken prisoner by the group of Lorendi on the battlecruiser Eos Keldor. Various crimes they'd all been accused of. The Lorendi are not exactly not exactly very benevolent individuals. So any crime is really enough to get you landed, regardless of how small or inconsequential, get you landed in one of their brigs. So the party found themselves in the custody of the you got it, Clint. The party found themselves in the custody of the Lorendi aboard their battlecruiser just before that ship was attacked by a group of Valna. Long story short, the Lorendi had staged a mutiny against their captain, which saw a group of Valnan dignitaries murdered. The Valnan attacked in retaliation, which saw the ship thrown into chaos and gave the crew the opportunity to escape their captors. While in so doing, they uncovered a bit of a interesting find. A group of Lorendi scientists were hastily trying to destroy any evidence of a biological weapon. It appeared that they had been developing this weapon aboard the ship, although its exact purpose, exact origins was unknown. The Lorendi themselves seemed almost baffled by it, seemed to not fully understand it. But what you all were able to discern from their conversation is that this particular weapon is aimed at eliminating specific targeted species. Very dangerous weapon. So the party has the evidence that the Lorendi were working on this in their possession, and then escaped the Eos Keldor and made their way out into space above the captain's dropship. They then found themselves in an asteroid belt where they were set upon by a group of spider Kanasi, constructs, a hive mind style construct that was using the asteroids as a base to create more of themselves, kind of like a replication facility inside of one of these asteroids. The party was forced to land inside of one of these asteroids and were assisted by a group known as the Star Chasers. This was a group of mercenaries who had originally presented themselves as a group of explorers who were investigating a strange signal coming from the asteroid. It was soon discovered that the explorers were not explorers at all and were hunters in the employ of Revosys, Revolutionary Systems, a weapons megacorporation in the galaxy, and that they had been tasked with hunting down and capturing Bellare, the energy beings, for use in weapons manufacturing and weapons research. The party found the target that the Star Chasers were after inside of the asteroid and were able to help him find and rescue his young offspring. During all of this, of course, they were battling against the Kanasi throughout, and eventually they made their way back to the hangar bay with the young Bellare and Gavelia, the adult Bellare, and they were able to ambush the mercenary group as they were waiting for them to approach from the wrong entrance. The party was able to ambush this mercenary group and overwhelm them, take several prisoners, and when all of that was said and done, the Bellare took the drop shuttle after finishing the repairs on that ship, and the crew now found themselves in possession of the Star Chaser's old ship, the Star Chaser 4, now renamed to the Don Johnson Plus. So, that is where we're at now. There is a Sauropol, a Pelsaros police operative here with you all. Her name is Rabbit. She was aboard the Star Chaser ship and had been assigned to go undercover aboard that ship in order to gather evidence against the Star Chasers and to prove that they and Revosys were up to illegal activities. Rabbit has the information that she needs, although she did lose an arm in the process. She has all the information that she needs and has guaranteed you all that if you so choose, she can have the title of this ship transferred over to you once you do get back to Pelsaros. That is where you are all headed right now, back to Pelsaros, to Pelsaros, to drop off these prisoners, kind of reconnoiter, get this ship cleared under your names before making your way to Silrain Prime to deliver the evidence of this weapon that the Lorendi had in their possession to the Conclave, the governing body of the galaxy at Silrain Prime. During the firefight, Ulrich and Rabbit were both wounded, Ulrich pretty severely so, to the point where after that firefight had ended, Ulrich had to spend the next several hours in the medbay. So, Ulrich, we talked a little bit about this before, but we essentially have that you were a recent hire of this crew, one of the newly hired mercenaries, along with Rabbit, while she was undercover. You were hired in more traditional means, and so yeah, when that firefight erupted and it was revealed what the Star Chasers were up to, joined the fight alongside Rabbit, and now, as you wake from your medbay stasis, find yourself out on the float once more. Your ship has obviously taken to the stars again. You were able to see that Rabbit did succeed in the battle. The Star Chasers were neutralized before you had to go into the medbay. So Ulrich, coming to in medbay, you can see your token all the way up here. What would you like to do?
I'd like to see if Rabbit's around. Is Rabbit still around, or?
So you would wake to a strange android being in the room. He would look over towards you. He would say, "Greetings, I am Johnny Alpha 5," and then a smiley face flashes across his visor. "How can I be of assistance?"
And I say, well, Johnny, it's good meeting you. I have an associate called Rabbit. Is he still around?
He would cock his head up to the right and say, you would hear it kind of echoed through a speaker in the cargo hold on the other side of the door right now, but you would hear Johnny's voice come through there and say, "Rabbit, your compatriot has woken." A brief moment later, she would enter in from the door. She would say, "I am so glad you're okay. I cannot believe it was so close. But we made it, and we have some new friends. We wouldn't have made it out if it wasn't for them."
Oh, cool. What happened to what was it? Telda? Was it
Lita.
Lita? What happened to that crew? That group?
Well, turns out they weren't exactly very... Well, they were kidnappers. And she says, "I wasn't exactly entirely honest with you either." And she pulls out a badge and she says, "I'm actually Sarapul. I was put here undercover," and she goes on to explain her whole situation. She says, "But Lita is alive. She's well. She's going to be in a lot of trouble when we get back to Sarapul. But she is being held currently back in the lounge area."
I say, wow, in the lounge area, should be in the brig. I never really liked her anyway. So, but I'm glad I'm recovering. You can introduce me to the new group.
Absolutely. And she gestures out of the medbay and leads you to the cargo hold where Soren is waiting. So, Ulrich, why don't you go ahead and describe your character for us as you enter into the cargo bay?
Sure. Ulrich is a human. He's an earthbound human, or earthborn human. He's a man in his 30s, and that's about all you know about him right now, unless you ask him some questions.
Okay.
So you see a ashen forged, a male ashen forged with a backpack that's got a module of cables that kind of move on their own, and they are connecting to the computers and such. You know what an ashen forge is?
Yes, I've seen those before.
Perfect. All right. So Soren looks at you and says, "Oh, I see that you've recovered."
Yes, I'm glad to be here.
Glad to see
I
you
want to
made it.
thank you guys for your help and helping me recover on this.
I heard you ask for Lita a second ago. Don't concern yourself for her. She is going to be in the hands of the authorities in no time.
Excellent. Excellent.
Let me introduce you to the rest of the crew. I'm going to take him to find Vesa and Dini and Clint.
Okay. So Dini is in engineering. Right back here.
We shall go to engineering.
Okay. So
Hey, it seems that our friend has awoken.
So Dini, why don't you go ahead and describe your character for us?
Sure. Currently just sitting back. Like, looks like I'm counting however many cigars I have left in my pack. Um, I am. Well, Denny's a high-kin dentist. Like pale to sort of purplish skin, with bright reddish, uh, bright reddish hair. You see that uh, Denny's left arm is completely kind of like bare, with like no clothing, no nothing, just nothing covered, just the arm, and the right arm is a pretty much Doomfist-esque giant. Uh, I guess just metallic arm at this point. Who's this guy?
Well, Denny, let me introduce myself. My name's Arik Balrino. I was formerly an associate of uh, what was it? Delta? No, not Delta.
Lita.
Lita.
Rabbit would poke her head up over Soren's shoulder and say, "He helped me clear the ship."
And
Huh.
also an associate of Rabbit. But I was kind of got wrapped up in that group until I found out what they were actually all about. And then me and Lita had a falling out of sorts. But thank you for helping me recover.
Sure. I mean, whatever they did to help you was pretty good. I mean, I may have helped, but I have no idea. So,
I had no idea.
all right.
All
In the
right.
short time I've known him, Dini saved more people than you can count on 2 hands.
As I look at my 2 hands, which I technically have 1, but
And don't dentists only have like 3 fingers on each hand?
I think they
Yeah.
do, right?
yeah,
Makes the statement even more true.
very Frieza-esque.
Right. Okay. So, Ulrich, this is the Star Chaser 4, or recently renamed to the Don Johnson Plus. But there are 2 decks. You all are on the first deck right now. Medbay, the cargo hold, which Rabbit is in right now, and then engineering and engine room, which you guys are all back in right now. There are 2 ways up to the second deck. There is one right here, and one right here. But yeah, we have the dynamic lighting turned off right now because this is just kind of free-formed around. If there were to be a combat to break out on the ship, it would look a lot more like this.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. But yeah, as it stands, you all can move freely about. You don't have to move in units or in initiative or anything like that. But Vessa is upstairs, and as is Clint, I believe. Clint's in the pilot seat.
Yep. Fly the ship. Do.
Do.
All right. So, are you all heading upstairs to meet the rest of the crew?
Oh yeah, indeed.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, as you all make your way up through one of the access ladders to we'll call it the main deck, up to the main deck, you see Vessa, who appears to be vigilantly watching a closed door. Vessa, why don't you go ahead and introduce your character?
So, Vessa is a fire-blooded Promethean that is currently wearing just some yellow armor and has a braid that goes down to like the top half of her back, and some of her hair has some grays in it, but it's completely natural and it's not like she's old. She's in her mid-20s, it looks like.
So I introduce myself to Vessa, and I say, I've worked with a couple of your compatriots when I was in the service.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe we know a few other people between us.
Maybe we do.
But yeah, Lita is currently inside the room I'm staring at. Don't worry, it's not me staring at a random door for no reason.
Is there like a window or a portal or something that you can see her through?
Vesa,
Does it work?
on your data pad, you would be able to pull up a
Ah,
live feed of the room.
okay. Can she see me?
No, they would not be able to see you all.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think she can see you.
That's too bad. I was going to give her the single finger of hello.
I like your style. But
I
if you
think we'll
want to
get.
be... Go ahead.
No, I think we're going to get along great, Vesa.
Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you there, Ulrich.
Good meeting you too, Vesa.
And if you want to be Clint, I believe he's piloting the ship down the hall over here.
Oh, good.
All right.
I'm assuming that's down here, right, guys?
Yes, control room is
Yeah.
over there.
Well, I don't want to walk around like I own the place. So, does anybody wish to escort me or introduce me?
Sure.
I was gonna say, you want to guard the ship, or you want me to do or what's going
Go
on?
ahead and introduce Clinton. Yeah, I'll continue guarding
Yeah.
over here with him.
Yeah, I'll head down the hall. You can stand here for a little bit. All right, come on down. Yo, Clint.
Yeah,
You
who's
wanna?
that?
It's me, Vesa. You wanna meet our newly awoken friend Ulrich here?
Sure. Is he one of the star guys?
I say former star guy.
Oh, pleasure to meet you. And what you see is an individual who looks like he literally just stepped out of a 1950s spaghetti western with big prominent cowboy hat, but no flesh, very clearly mechanical in nature.
Oh, okay. Well, I introduce myself. I'm Alric Balrino. I understand you're the pilot here, right?
Yeah, right now, I wouldn't call it a specialty, but
Well,
you do what you have to.
Yeah, I totally get that. It's not exactly my specialty, but I do have some piloting abilities. So if you ever need some help, or I'd love to talk to you about how the ship operates, and maybe we can help each other for just maybe a few dollars more.
Oh God.
And I give him a wink.
Oh my god.
Right. Well, there's another chair over there, if you want.
I kind of lean towards Vesa. Do you mind?
If you want, go ahead.
So I sit myself on the chair and start kind of getting myself oriented.
All right, fantastic. Good stuff. All right, everybody. So let's go ahead and make the proper adjustments to the DJ Plus's stats here.
DJ Plus, there you go.
I can't.
So Ulrich, we have this particular ship's stats that's available to you. You'll see in your journal that there is a section labeled ships. Any ships that you have seen the stat blocks of will be here, but this is your character ship. And we have one for everybody, so there's no need to, unless of course you want to, there's no need to manually adjust this on your own character sheet. Whatever starship you all are piloting, you will have a master sheet that'll have everyone's stats locked into it like we have here. So, there is currently a technician slot open. There is a gunner seat open, and we can totally go over who wants to do what as far as crew positions, if we want to take a second look at that. But were you thinking what position do you think Ulrich might want to take on the ship?
Guys, this is the option I took when I built my character. Gosh, it's asking me for. Let me just do something here real quick.
Of course.
I took the vehicle space proficiency.
Okay.
I'm just going to click on it so that you guys can see it. I'm not sure what attribute I use on that. I'm assuming it's intelligence, but I'll just go ahead and click on it.
Okay. Right. This vehicle space proficiency just means you get to add your proficiency bonus when making checks for it. Like what is it? Like if you were going to take control of a weapon system, you'd get to add your proficiency bonus to your 2 hit and to your 2 hit modifier on that. And I think there's a couple other things. Space vehicles.
So whatever role you guys think is appropriate, you guys will let me know.
Technician, we can certainly use another technician, but we could also certainly use another gunner.
And you all do still have Johnny Alpha 5 to fill whatever role is not being taken.
Yeah.
Right.
You're kind of a ranger. Do you have a good wisdom score?
I have a yes, actually I do. I have a 15, which is a +2 on my wisdom.
Nice.
It's better than me.
Yeah, technician would be good. Good role for someone with a good wisdom.
I'd be happy to take that.
All right, fantastic. So what is your intelligence score, Ulrich?
My intelligence is not too good. It's an 11.
Is that just a 0 modifier?
That's correct.
Fantastic. And your wisdom you said was
That's good.
+2.
That's true.
Fantastic. Okay, so just having another technician slot available is awesome. And then we will go ahead and put Johnny Alpha's stats into the second dual cannon slot.
So now that the second technician slot is filled, what role does that leave me for combat?
That's a good question.
You'll be a gunner, Dingy. Just kidding.
Just me sticking the gun out the window. Yeah, let's do that.
What,
Would he just?
I feel like it would just be a. Go ahead.
But yeah, third technician.
A third technician. Yeah, it's what I was going. That's what I'm thinking too. I think it would just allow you to do a third technician maneuver during combat.
Of course, he could always fly the ship, and Clint will just stand on the outside and shoot things.
Okay. Yep. So when we have multiple technicians like this, Denny, you can either just perform basic technician maneuvers, or you can do some of these special co-pilot actions, which is usually to help or to take over. You can immediately take over somebody's position if they, for some reason, become unable to do so. Say the ship is hit specifically in a way that knocks a technician out. You would be able to immediately step into that position. Same thing with the pilot. There are certain Starship weapons that might disable Clint. If that were to happen, without taking any action or any bonus, you would be able to step into the pilot seat and take over from there. But mainly, you would just act as a third technician.
Okay.
Yeah, in case somebody decides to EMP the cockpit for no reason.
Okay. Johnny has a +3 to Dex, and unfortunately no proficiency in space vehicles, so no proficiency bonus added there. Just the +3. All right, everybody. So, unless is there anything else that anyone would like to do during the travel time between the asteroid field and Pelsaros? It would be probably about 5 or 6 days. So if there's any sort of activity or downtime activity anyone would like to partake in, you are more than welcome to during that time.
I'm just going to learn more about the ship and learn about my duties as the technician.
Fantastic.
Orient myself with that.
Awesome. So Ulrich, have you gotten a chance to take a look at the core manual's maneuvers, the Starship maneuvers?
No, but I can do that one.
So here's the basic one. Here. This is shared. I'll go ahead and share this to everybody. That's just a good cheat sheet for Starship combat and everything. I mean, obviously, no one's expecting you to read it cover to cover, but if you want a quick reference, that's a quick reference for it. And then, do you have a copy of the core manual, Ulrich?
Yes, I do.
Fantastic. So, starting on page 192 of the core manual, you'll see crew maneuvers. Those will outline all of the different maneuvers that you can take during combat. The technician ones are on page 194. I think there's like 6 of them. And then the Master Technician's Guide also has additional maneuvers that can be taken. I just saw this the other day, so I don't think I've told anyone about this yet. But I don't think I can share the Master Technician Guide to everybody, unfortunately, because there's no Roll20.
I have that document.
Fantastic.
I have that in PDF. So if you can give me a page number, that'd be great.
The PDF is here. One second. I think I can.
Sorry, page number.
You got it. I'm just going to go ahead and link this into the chat. Let me know if you guys can actually use this for anyone that doesn't have a copy of the Master Technician's Guide. Let me know if that works. I have a feeling it might not, but just in case. And then, Ulrich, since you have a copy...
Are you putting this in Discord?
I just put it in the Discord, right?
Okay. In general chat?
In the Esper Genesis chat.
Okay. Oh, I see it.
Okay. I thought I saw additional maneuvers in there, but I guess not. It might be grand scale. It's probably grand scale maneuvers. Yeah, grand scale combat. That's what I was thinking it was. Okay, never mind. Okay, but just out of curiosity, does that link allow you all to see the PDF?
We have to request access.
Yeah.
Okay, shit.
You're good.
All right, everybody. So yeah, that would be... Grand scale is not going to be something we're going to explore in this campaign, unfortunately. Maybe at a later date, but for now, we'll likely be piloting these Corvette to heavy gunship style ships. All right, everybody. So we are back. We are still aboard the Don Johnson Plus, the DJ Plus, your newly acquired starship, recently liberated from the Star Chasers. Oh, fantastic. Excellent timing, Sword. So, as you're going through the stores, Rabbit showing you the weapons lockers, the various storage containers that are here, there is, of course, that set of Centurion armor that was promised to you. That is still very much yours. In addition, there are a lot of pretty basic things. There are... Does somebody want to write, take note of this while I list it off?
Sure, I can take note of it.
Excellent, thank you. So there are 6 metal batons. There are 2 sets of power gauntlets. 2 sets of wrist blades. There are a dozen light pistols. There are 2 short rifles. Two long blades. There is an arm pistol. 1 auto pistol. 1 heavy pistol. There is a shotgun.
Nice.
And there is Lita's stash of grenades, which has 6 grenades.
Now, do those require a specific proficiency?
Grenades are interesting. So a grenade can be thrown with a successful athletics check. If you are proficient with grenades, add your proficiency bonus to the start check. So you don't have to be proficient with them to use them, but you do get bonuses for being proficient. These are 6 fragmentation grenades, by the way. So just a quick rundown on grenades. The thrown range, the farther you throw them, the higher the DC. So 20 feet, anything within 20 feet of you is only a DC 12. 40 feet, DC 14, 50, DC 16, 60 foot, max range you can throw them, DC 18. And what happens when you miss those is, so if you're a proficient, you get to add it. We went over the grenade range. If the roll is successful, each target in a 15-foot radius has to make a DC 14 Dex saving throw. Take the full damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful save. If the strength check is unsuccessful, the target will only take half damage on a failed save, no damage on a successful one.
Yeah, I think I'm missing one set of weapons in that list, but I was able to type it all down
Okay, let me see.
for the most part.
Okay. Tell it's Power Gauntlet. You're missing the Power Gauntlet.
Yes, 2 sets of power gauntlets.
Okay, that's what I missed. Alright. I was like, what's the other 2-set weapon? No.
Okay.
Is there any armor or shields?
Yes, thank you for reminding me. There are 6 personal defense shields.
Ooh.
Portable shield device, I'm sorry. 6 portable shield devices. There is 2 flight suits. There are 6 armor jackets. There are 2 sets of light trooper armor. Unfortunately, the armor that was on the guards that you all killed are unsalvageable, left behind on the asteroid. There is a reinforced mesh. Lita would have had to give up her military jacket when she was taken into custody, so you have that as well.
What is a military jacket?
Military jacket is medium armor, base AC 13. And then your Centurion armor. That would be it.
Is the armor better than the jacket armor that I have?
The military jacket,
No, you said there was some other kind of armor, right?
reinforced mesh. There's also light trooper armor.
Oh, light trooper armor.
Light
Yes.
trooper armor gives you a base AC of 12. So I believe the armor jacket, if that's currently your armor, it would be a +1 to your AC. I'm sorry, Eric, I realized I didn't get your back in the chat. You are here, right?
Me? Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was looking at the chat readies, and I'm like, oh god.
Oh yeah, I don't type stuff sometimes.
Okay, cool. Just a check-in.
I'll take light trooper armor if nobody wants one.
I got the Centurion armor, so that's all yours.
It's all for you guys, because Clint's not proficient in anything.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're an adept, right?
Yeah.
Is the light trooper? Well, I'm assuming the light trooper armor is light or medium armor, correct?
It is light armor, correct.
Yeah, I'm proficient. Do you have any medium armor?
Medium armor would have been the reinforced mesh.
Military, I think, as well as medium.
Correct. Military jacket.
I already have a military.
I did have heavy trooper armor. I don't know if you're proficient in it, but I can
No,
give you.
yeah, I'm only proficient in light and medium armor.
Damn.
Were there any qubits? Any money?
Soren, make a computer check. Or, I'm sorry, anyone that's proficient in computers can go ahead and make a computers check.
Probably not Clint, because,
Not me. I was gonna think it might be.
God damn it.
That was
20.
athletics.
Yeah, that was
It's
athletics,
so
my guy.
small on my phone.
the computer goes flying across the room.
Okay, Soren, with the 15. Sorry, I've been running for levels 8, 9, and 10 PCs lately, and so I've had to like jack my DCs way up, and so I was like, oh, 15 won't do it, but you guys are level 3. 15 totally does it. So Soren, with a 15, it takes you some time and some digging, but you are able to find the Star Chaser 4s. It would still be labeled under Star Chaser 4. The Star Chaser 4s, kind of like their credit account. And there was 1,000 credits in there.
Ooh.
So that is
Split 5 ways, 200 each.
that is the teams based on the rules of salvage.
500 each, you say? Sounds
200
right.
each.
Sorry, what? 200 each?
Yeah.
So 200 cubal each is what we get?
Correct.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
All right, everyone. So as you're making your way there, at some point, Rabbit would approach the control room and she would let you all know, like, hey, I'm not sure if you've all noticed, but we're only about a day outside of Pelsaros now. I have somebody there that can put you in contact with somebody who can help you get off the station a little bit more discreetly when you go to make your exit. Would you be interested in meeting with them?
Sure.
Her name's Rona. She won't accept an audience with just anybody though. So I have a friend of mine. His name's Felt. He'll meet you in the docking bay, and he'll be able to get you an audience with Rona. She runs the Eclipse. Have any of you heard of it?
Can't say that I have.
Anyone that's spent time in the nightlife of the galaxy would probably be familiar with the Eclipse. Anybody fall into that category?
I might have heard a thing or two.
Probably not for me.
Okay. So Clint,
Yeah, probably not for me.
So, Clint, if you would have spent some time in the nightlife of the galaxy on the various stations in the entertainment districts, you would have heard of the Eclipse. It's not the biggest or the best or the fanciest, but it is a favorite of Pelsaros. It's right smack in the middle of the entertainment district, and it's a hopping place. It's a very popular place. And Rabbit says that the owner, Rona, she has friends in places that can help you get off the station a little bit more discreetly if that's what you need. She can also help you out with the swapping of your transponders and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah, we have to remember to do that.
How much will that cost?
So changing of the transponders would cost you about standard. It would cost you 500 Q.
Easy come, easy go.
Luckily, you all do have an armory of weapons that you might be able to sell off to. Unless, of course, you enjoy flying around with the full armory. Oh, ammunition, too. We'll say that anything that requires ammunition, the light pistols, the short rifles, anything that required ammunition, there would be 200 rounds on the ship for any type of ammunition-style weapon.
That's good. That's good.
Does this include the heavy pistol ammo, or?
Yes, anything that requires ammo of any specific type, there will be 200 rounds stored on the ship.
Holy.
These are combat mercenaries. And there was like 20 of them, or 12 of them, or something like that. So yeah, they were pretty heavily armed. So yeah, just on that note, Ulrich, we are tracking ammunition for this game. I don't usually. I don't know if we went over this during our session 0, but we are tracking ammunition for this game for anything that has the ammunition property.
Okay.
Yep. So when you all disembark, make sure that you keep track of how much ammo you've taken. I'll do my best to remind you. If we have to, we'll retcon some things and say we forget to stock up on ammo when you leave the ship to go off on Pelsaros. If that's the case, then we can just retcon and say oh, we brought what we could carry. I'd say probably the max. I mean, I've what's a reasonable amount of ammo for someone to carry on their person when they're not decked out for battle? I'm thinking
It's
20,
about
30 rounds.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, magazines typically carry anywhere from 25 to 30 rounds. So if you have 2 magazines, you can carry up to 50 rounds.
Okay, we'll go with that. So yeah, I think that might be an easier way to track it. We'll say that whenever you leave the ship, unless stated otherwise, you've taken 50 rounds of ammunition with you.
My fingers don't run out of ammo.
All right. All right, everyone.
I'm still going through the equipment guides.
Okay, no worries. No worries. Yeah, that was one of my favorite things going through this, just reading all the fun weapons, and then the Master Technician Guide has all these other advanced weapons. It's so much content.
Oh my god.
And hopefully Roll20 gets the Master Technician's Guide into it soon, so we can get it shared to everybody. There's some pretty cool content in there.
Yeah, because all I have is simple weapons and martial weapons. I don't know. I'm assuming that I don't know shotgun and is.
Yeah, simple and martial weapons would cover everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
With the exception of grenades, unless you are specifically proficient in grenades, I think you need to have a separate proficiency for that. I think Vesa, I think your class came with proficiency in grenades.
Let me double check to see if my class.
I don't think all of them do.
No, I have simple weapons, martial weapons. I don't know if that counts.
So let's go ahead and double check that and make sure that.
Yeah, let me double check in the
not
guide.
its own separate proficiency.
Because I was gonna say, I think it's under martial weapons, but it could very well be wrong.
Did notice that this modification of 5e is a lot less liberal with shields proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's its own separate category, it looks like, for grenades.
Okay. So my question would then be, if the warriors are proficient in grenades, then who is?
I don't know.
Maybe nobody.
Let me double check to see if...
Interesting.
Yeah, because I don't think anyone is proficient. I can check the Sentinel Hunter real quick. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's proficient in grenades. I think you have to take the feat, I think, in order to be proficient.
Which feat was that?
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
I want to say it's Grenader. I think is the exact one.
I'm not seeing anything for Grenadier or anything like that. Maybe Het. Okay. So, for the sake of not spending too long on this, I will look this up. But in the meantime, we will assume that if you are proficient with martial weapons, you are proficient with grenades.
In that case, I would like to take 2 grenades.
I mean, you can take all the grenades for yourself. I mean,
Well, I like to spread the love
That's fair.
around.
because I think you and I are the only ones with the heavy weapons proficiency, Ulrich.
Actually, I don't have heavy weapons. I have light and medium weapons.
Are you proficient in athletics?
Yes, I am.
Grenades would be good for you.
Then
Yeah.
I will take. Well, I mean, I was going to take 2. If you guys want me to take more, I will take more than
I'd be
2.
happy to take more.
Yeah, I don't need grenades. They're gonna be more detrimental in my hands.
I got my own trick.
Well, I don't want to be the guy in Aliens that's carrying all the grenades. You know what happened to him?
I can only think of Tarantino and Django.
Oh no! Oh
If
no!
anyone's seen that at the
Oh
end.
yeah!
No.
Uh,
Oh, Django Unchained is such a good movie, though.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I'll take 3 grenades and I'll leave the rest on the Don Johnson.
Got it.
Okay, so I just looked up the feats since I was genuinely curious. And
Yeah.
Demolitionist.
Demolitionist. Thank you.
Yeah, Demolitionist, I believe, as well as Weapons Specialist will get you those
Okay,
proficiencies.
awesome.
Those 2 feats.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and retcon that. You do need to have. We'll say that those feats are necessary to have proficiency, but that doesn't mean you can't use the grenade. You just can't add your proficiency modifier to the skill check. But if you're already proficient in athletics, then you're good to go.
All right.
Yep. So that's kind of
so
cool.
it's-
So if you're proficient in grenades and athletics, you get to add double your proficiency bonus to every throw, which is solid.
I thought about
Really?
that build, honestly, but I was like, do I really want to be... I was thinking about Aliens,
That is
too. It was
so
like...
good.
I was like, do I really want to be the one person with all the grenades, you know, being a demolitionist?
All right. So yeah, because you would get to add your athletics proficiency because you're making an athletic skill check, and then it says that if you are proficient in grenades, you get to add your bonus again. So I don't like most people that would throw a grenade are already proficient in athletics. It'd be kind of redundant to say that.
I may be maxed out on my carrying capacity because it won't seem to let me drag and drop the grenade on my character sheet.
Let's take a look.
I'll just add it manually.
Hey, you've only got 91 pounds. You should be fine.
Yeah, some stuff in the compendium doesn't drag and drop into the sheet for some weird reason.
Oh, it's because there's not a. Okay.
Oh, wait.
So search fragmentation grenade.
Oh,
That should let you drag and drop.
oh,
There you go.
that did it. That did it. All right, great. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, and if nobody objects, I'll take one of the light trooper armor. It does help me a little bit with the armor class.
It's all you, so... There is 2 of them, too, so...
Yeah. How do I get it to actually, do I need to like click on the item and use it as a resource, or
I personally don't use it as a resource. I changed my heavy trooper armor, which I'm gonna be swapping out with the Centurion armor as a basic replacement, because they went from 16 to 17 armor for me. So
I'm still walking around with 12 armor class.
And you put your.
yeah, you have to manually fix that then in your character sheet to say, you know, because I think light trooper armor is 13 base.
Actually, it's 12.
Yeah, so it would be 12 plus your dex mod, so you think you would have to manually put in that it's 14.
Okay, great.
AC.
That
Then I
should be
will do
fine.
that. Okay, done. Now I
That's
feel
what I had to do too. So
now I don't feel naked anymore.
naked and afraid in space.
Naked and afraid,
In
exactly.
space.
Naked and afraid in space for a few dollars more.
Oh my god. I can imagine that actually being a show.
Oh,
That's people
no.
actually- Just another edition in the Naked and Afraid franchise, but in space.
Are we that out of ideas?
Yeah.
Down so low.
Oh, how far we have fallen. Good stuff.
I
Good
think
stuff.
I'm good. I have some of the other items I'd already purchased, like the personal portable defense, portable shield device, and uh, the other items don't really add anything to me other than the shotgun, but that's optional. I already have an auto rifle, so if nobody wants a shotgun, I'll take it. But if not, that's okay too. I can just leave it. I'll just leave it on the ship.
Shotgun is a martial weapon, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it's a heavy martial
Yeah.
weapon. Yeah.
It's a heavy martial weapon. So okay, so that's well. I just have is there a distinction between martial weapon and heavy martial weapon?
You have I think as a hunter you have proficiency in heavy
Shotgun
weapons, right?
is reload, two-handed, and special. Are the weapon properties on that?
Okay.
So
Well,
reload just means that you have to use a bonus action to reload it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm fine. I have my auto rifle and I have a an arm pistol and a combat blade
Okay.
for close encounters.
Got it. So point of order. Reload. I got reload wrong. Because of the time required to load this weapon, you can fire only one piece of ammunition from it when you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to fire it, regardless of the number of attacks you can normally make.
Yeah, loading property.
Right.
Okay, I am good.
Awesome.
My vote is to spend the 500. What do you call them? They're not credits. They're called
Cubles.
Qs.
Qs is what I've been calling them.
Okay, spend the 500 Qs to get those transponder chains, and the ship is ours.
I'm down for that.
Yep.
Does cubes also qualify? Because I was gonna say.
Yeah, absolutely. Alrighty. Alright, everyone. So, after a few days traveling, your prisoners giving you no issues of any kind aside from the yelling about how crap the food is, even though it's coming from their ship stores and all that kind of stuff. But no trouble from them. Again, Lita and the rest of her crew seem pretty confident that they're not going to face any consequences. Rabbit seems pretty upset about that, but she hasn't corrected them at any point. But after a few days of travel, Johnny Alpha 5 would inform you all that you are closing in on Pelsaro Station. You'll be able to see it coming up from the main control room viewports any second now. And so as you all approach, you can see that the station is pretty busy. There's no small number of ships preparing to dock, but Rabbit does direct you towards a private Sauropol police dock, or Sauropol controlled police dock, where you can land the DJ Plus and begin your disembarkment. So whenever you all are ready, just let me know and you can get landed in the Pelsaro station.
I think we're ready, right? Unless anyone has anything else to do.
I was just adding in the notes for the weapons in the Discord, but I'm all ready.
Okay, great. And also, everyone, just as a point of order here, whenever I share a handout like this for you, you can assume that any information on that handout it would be readily available for you in the sim. Basically, ready information on the net for a lot of these places. I'll be sharing handouts like this with some basic imagery and some just background, everyone knows this information kind of stuff. So one of the cool things about a setting in space like this is information is just free. It's everywhere. Very rarely will you come across people that just are cut off from sources of information, as opposed to like a fantasy setting where not many people know much about what's going on around them.
Does that include the Starship combat primer? Is there like a wiki how that we can look up?
For the Starship combat primer? What you wanted like a more detailed of that?
No, I'm just saying, like, it's canonically available on the net, right? In the sim.
Right. Yep.
You can just
Awesome.
look that
Yep.
up.
Absolutely. It's like go watch some YouTube videos on how to pilot a spaceship and fire an autocannon.
So is Rabbit gonna take custody from this point? Do we need to do anything extra about that?
Yeah, so Rabbit would let you all know that as soon as you all land, she's already got a force of Sauropol police waiting for she's already got a force of Sauropol down there waiting for her to land, and they will take custody of the mercenaries of the Star Chasers as soon as you land, and you'll be free to do what you want. So, as the ship pulls in, go ahead and pull y'all back here for now. But as the ship does pull in, pass through one of the many force fields that lead into the docking station. Other ships of various size. Your ship is actually one of the larger ships that is coming into here that actually does dock inside of these spaceports instead of connecting to one of the outer ones. But as you all enter in, you notice a little bit of an interesting situation. And Rabbit says, "Oh, God, I forgot this was this week." And as you pull in, you see crowds of people gathered around one of the side area station, one of the side docks on the station here, and parked on that, surrounded by Sauropol as well as a lot of others, is a sleek, shiny star cruiser. Takes up much of that landing bay area, and it's surrounded by security teams, onlookers, and a pack of media reporters with camera drones. There is a large holographic sign that hangs over the ship, and it reads, "Introducing the Hyperlance." It is an almost alien-looking ship, extremely advanced, obviously made to look very sleek, very much like the Star Wars Naboo ships, just silvered and very sleek as you enter in. She's like, "Sorry about this, everybody. This shouldn't really get in our way too much. Just ignore the reporters. They're focused on the ship anyways. They shouldn't even really pay us much mind."
Yeah, all right.
Is it ship destroying these people, or is it whoever's on it?
Sorry, one more time?
Is it the ship destroying the reporters, or who's on it?
With that, Johnny Alpha would hear you asking this question, and you would see him kind of tick his head off to the side, and he would say, "Sim databases state that the Hyperlance is an experimental passenger transport, capable of extremely long distances and fitted with state-of-the-art navigation and life support systems. It's quite famous a ship, it appears. The reporters are likely here to take pictures of it, and just... It's quite newsworthy that this ship would be here."
Well, Johnny, you're pretty well informed. You're going to come in handy.
Oh, you should
Um,
have seen him when he was first programmed.
He only spoke
Sean-
in memes.
That's
You've come a long way.
Sean, I'm gonna take advantage of my disguise kit and disguise myself a little bit.
Okay.
What exactly is a state-of-the-art life support system? Surely it either supports life or it doesn't.
This just sounds like a fancy medical facility. I don't know, Denny, do you know anything about this? It's an advanced life support system or whatever?
Would I know anything about this from working at like a similar type of like, I guess, from working at a robotics company?
Go ahead and make a mechanics check.
Sure.
17. Okay. So Denny, Vessa's assertion was correct. It has state-of-the-art medical facilities. It is able to survive and provide life support for the crew in dangerous areas of space, like various places inside, like near the galactic core, can get very hostile. This can keep a lot of that ambient radiation out. It's basically just a more advanced protection system, shielding, keep it safe from things like I forgot. It's like It's like the Shadowfell of this place. Essentially, when you're going through the rifts or you're traveling through hyperspace, things can go wrong and kind of drop you into a very hostile. Like a good example would be the warp in the Warhammer universe. Are you all familiar with that?
A little bit.
Just a very hostile subspace environment. The Hyperlance is capable of surviving even in those kind of environments. Not a normal addition to a starship. So
basically, imagine the most like advanced, like for us, with the most advanced submarine kind of thing
right,
that can get down to his to the nitty gritty, I suppose.
right, farther depths, things like that. Yeah.
I mean, it's just sort of known for just staying in parts of space that normal ships don't really get to go.
Huh.
I mean, I don't know. I don't see the fascination. It's a bit strange to me.
Johnny would say that the main draw of the ship and its truly revolutionary system is its navigation system. It's rumored to have a uniquely advanced AI integrated into it.
Oh, yeah?
So basically, don't get on this AI's bad side if it came to it.
Right.
Something doesn't sit right about letting a computer fly the ship.
Well, I mean, the ship is designed to keep people alive. I guess it served no purpose if there was no one, alive in there to keep, alive. Kind of needs people, or else it doesn't really, work.
Anyway, weren't y'all, you wanted to give that thing to, who was it again?
So, with that, after you all have landed, Rabbit would say that her detail is ready, and she would escort Lita and the remaining Star Chasers out. You would see them all make their way down off of the ramp down into the station. Several armored police officers down there would take custody of the Star Chasers, and then Rabbit would turn and say, "His name's Felt. Keep an eye out for him. He knows what ship you all are flying. He knows where to find you. He should be contacting you shortly."
Right.
So maybe about 20 or 30 minutes after Rabbit and her police detail have departed the dock, a man wearing a sleek black uniform approaches all of you, approaches the ship. Anyone that would be hanging out in the cargo hold would see him approaching from the outside. Your departure ramp lowered. He would kind of step up and say, "Excuse me, Rabbit sent me to look for the people that took down the Star Chasers."
Oh, yes. You must be Felt.
I am indeed. I hear that you are looking for an audience with Rona over at the Eclipse. Is that right?
I believe
are
that's us,
indeed.
yeah?
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, I'm sure Rabbit told you that she doesn't just talk to anybody, so here, he pulls out a data pad. Go ahead and take this.
Oh, I probably shouldn't be trusted with it. Soren, didn't he someone with more technical knowledge than me?
Who would like to take the data pad?
I'm not proficient in computers, so
I am not here.
Is it that complicated?
Give it to Soren then.
yep.
Soren, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
So he says, just go ahead and take this over to her. It'll tell her everything that she needs to know about you all. I'll get you right in.
Sounds good. Thank you very much for your help, Felt.
Not a problem, everybody. Not a problem at all. Well, I'll be getting back to my duties. y'all take care. Thanks for your help with Rabbit out there, and see you again soon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yes, hopefully not, but yes.
That is true. You don't really want to be running into the police too often, do you?
No.
Well,
Yeah, no.
well then, here's to hoping we don't see each other again. Turns and makes his way off the ship. Disappears into the crowd.
Okay. So, do we trust this Rona once we get to an audience with her?
I say we keep a healthy suspicion.
Yes.
I mean, you don't trust anyone all the way, right?
That's right. Yes. I like the sound of healthy suspicion.
All right, everyone. So, you all have the run of the station. Anything that you could imagine is here. This is essentially a metropolis city-sized space station. Vendors of all varieties, amenities, entertainment of all variety, whatever you could imagine to find is here. What would y'all like to do?
I could use a drink.
I think we all can use one.
I will.
Yeah.
I will go along.
Yeah, let's go get a drink and maybe kind of put an ear to the ground as to the comings and goings at Pelsaros.
Does anybody have any contacts on this place?
Don't think so.
I'm a long way off from where my contacts are.
I don't seem to remember anyone saying that they had contacts here at Pelsaros. If that's actually a really good point. Thank you for bringing that up, Alric. I have backstories from most of you all, but if there is any, like, if there's a point on the map, or if you all read through the core rulebook and specifically the section that says the galaxy, if anything catches your eye, just let me know, and we'll work in some more tie-ins to some of these named locations and named people, named organizations, and whatnot as we go.
Yeah, I mean, Clint's a wanderer, so he might have been around here, but he probably doesn't have any friends.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the closest contact I would have is an Ondis, probably. But that's really it.
Okay. Yeah. And Soren, where was it that you would have done most of your art exhibitions?
Well, they're mostly in the sim.
In the
so
sim, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
it would have all been digital.
Awesome.
None of it was actual physical.
Cool. All right. Well, there's some things that Clint, you with your wandering around, you would have picked up about Pelsaros. Probably been here a few times. But Pelsaros has 5 main districts: an entertainment district, an operations district, a residential district, a science district, and a trade district. Also has several space docks, administration offices. Yeah, you can find just about anything here if you know who to ask.
It's easy to get lost, but some people are into that sort of thing. And I'd like to try to find a bar that's not like a crap hole, but like a slightly less than reputable sort of out of the way place.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Clint, having been here a couple times, you'd probably know a couple of those places. So yeah, we'll say that after a little bit of walking around, making your way through the station, you do find a little place called... What is it called? We will call it the dusty. Oh man, I'm doing terrible with this name on the fly thing right now.
Dusty Busters Plus Max.
Dusty
That's
Busters.
it.
Thank you. Yes. Dusty Busters Plus Max. That is an excellent name for a spacebar.
Wait a minute. Palsaro's. Wait, we're in Palsaro's, right? Just to double check.
Pelsaros, correct.
Oh, this is a mega corpo place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Hoods up for me.
Hoods up, okay.
Yep, hoods up for me.
Yeah, it's all right. You want to go to the out of the way places. That's where the best gossip is to be had.
So yeah.
So what's this place look like? And what's the clientele like in here?
So as Clint was looking for, it's not exactly like a dive bar, kind of just like your mid-tier type of place. There's looks like some business people getting off of work and having a drink or two. Various entertainers from the entertainment district have made their way over here. It's a mixed clientele.
Right. Looks safe.
Safe enough, yeah. So yeah,
Go
anyone
up
that
and
would
I'll-
want to drink, it would be just 1 queue for a drink.
I'll order a whiskey.
I will definitely have a drink.
I'll order the most colorful drink they have.
Nice.
I'll just get a Coke and rum.
Nice.
I'll be that guy who just orders water and ice.
I'll just order a beer.
So just 1 queue for everyone that wants to drink.
All
But
right.
yeah, there's a decent amount of people around. They're all chatting about various things.
I'm
Anyone
keeping
that
an
would-
ear open to see what they're chatting about, see if there's anything that might be interesting.
Absolutely. Go
Go
ahead
over here.
and make a perception
Yeah.
check for anyone that wants to be listening for the gossip.
And specifically, anything that has to do with the Lorendir the Volman.
-1 on my perception. That's an 11.
I'll use my session inspiration on my perception check.
Okay. All right, everybody. So as you are listening in, you hear a couple different things. The first thing that you're noticing, especially here, is a lot of people are talking about something called the Omega Fist. As you listen closer, Dinny, you are able to pick up that this is a gang that has been operating in this station for some time now. You've been hearing around, and the more you listen, the more you pick up about them. You're able to figure out that this Omega Fist gang started out as a small band of thugs and slowly gained power and influence doing dirty work for... With a 24, Dinny, you're able to figure out that these guys were trying to make it seem like they were working for like some sort of grand underworld organization, but the rumor mill is saying that they are in fact working for the Zephyr Corp.
Oh jeez. That's not. It's exactly. Why'd it have to be that one?
I mean, both can be true, depending.
Yeah. Okay.
Denny, what's your
Oh.
relationship with the Zephyr Corp?
Well, Zephyr Corp bioengineering. So, that was the company that I don't think I mentioned this before before the game started, but that's the company that contracted me when I was working on the project where everything went to shit,
Right.
and that's how I got this fucking arm.
Good stuff. Denny, do you have a backstory written down somewhere for me?
Either it's because I have bioengineering. Oh no, I'm sorry. Biotech is different than bioengineering, right? Biotech is combining tech with your with
Biology.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Then it's not Zephyr. It's someone else. Different company then. My bad.
Okay.
It's I'll send you the details on the thing. I think I just didn't send it last time.
No worries. So this is potentially important. So I'm actually gonna look that up real quick. Just which corporation does what.
It's this one. I got it. That's the one that focuses on what I'm working on.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see it. Got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but yes, the Omega Fist is being rumored to be working with Zephyr Corp.
Yeah.
We're all able to figure out while you're at this bar that there are many other gangs and underworld groups that operate out of Pelsaros, usually fighting with each other over territory and control. Most of the major conflicts, though, are held in check by Sauropol.
I'll just relay that back.
Okay. All right, everyone. So, Clint, you would know that the Eclipse nightclub is at the center of the district that you all are currently in. If you're out having a drink, that would put you in the entertainment district. The Eclipse nightclub is at the very center of this district. And that 24 is able to hear. I'm assuming that you're listening for rumors specifically regarding the place that you're heading to. So, with that in mind, you're able to find out that it's rumored that the owner is a former member of the Silrain Defense Force. They are a big deal. They are essentially the galactic peacekeeping force.
Sorry, what did we hear about them?
The owner, Rona, is rumored to be a former member of the Silrain Defenders.
Oh.
Damn.
I mean, everybody's got a past, right?
I mean, that's kind of a big deal that she was a part of that.
Try to see if she knows anything about the Omega Fist, or if she's connected to them.
Okay. She's at the Eclipse nightclub, so you can definitely ask her once you all arrive there.
But I don't know if I would know if Sauropol generally takes like work for hire. I don't want to say mercenary. What am I looking for?
Yeah, freelance work.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it. Freelance work.
Sauropol, not necessarily. There would be mercenary outfitters and things like that here at Pelsaros, but Sauropol doesn't generally contract out.
Well, maybe we should just finish up our business at the Eclipse then.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So it doesn't take you all long to get from the bar that you're at over to the Eclipse. Clint, memory serves well enough to get you there with relative ease. And as you approach, you all begin to hear the rhythmic thump of a club beat. It's reverberating throughout the entire area, and it's coming from a large steel building that merges into the station's inner hull wall. Crowds of people mill about the smaller bars and halls around the structure, and the station lighting has been replaced by a holographic night sky here, complete with distant stars and dark silhouettes moving about within it. So, as you all approach, you can see that there are constantly people walking up, getting turned away from the front gate, and there is a very large-looking Matakai, even big for his kind, standing out in front. He's got a data pad, and you can see as people walk up, talk to him, he looks down at a data pad, turns some people away. Sometimes he he puts a little check mark on his data pad and waves some people through into the club. Seems to be the bouncer.
I think Soren, maybe we should show him what we got.
Yeah.
Well, lead the way.
It's gonna be a really sad statement for me, but I've been listening to the Star Trek Enterprise extended version way too many times, and every time I've been thinking about I don't want to miss a thing.
Nice.
Like, that's the only thing I can get out of it.
It is very Aerosmith-esque.
It is.
So as you're all standing down there waiting to proceed, the Madokai at the gate has turned his attention towards you and he's just scowling at you, Soren.
So I'm gonna just hello, friend.
He doesn't answer. He just looks back at you.
Okay. Well then. We'll
Soren,
continue on our way.
You gotta be confident. We're
He
gonna head in
turns.
now.
The door doesn't open for you. He's like, yeah, no. Are you on the list?
We have a data pad with our friend here.
We need to speak with Rona.
Rona. I'm sure you would like to speak with Rona. I'm sure everyone would like to speak with Rona. But we are having a private party tonight, and your fancy datapad doesn't really say anything for me. What are your names?
I'm Clint.
My name is Bob.
Bob.
I'm Vessa.
And I'm Alric.
I'm Bob.
Well, it doesn't seem that any of you are on the list, and I certainly haven't been told to look for anyone with a datapad. And as he's going on like that, Soren, the datapad vibrates that you're holding. Just like a quick zzz. And he's like, Bob? Vessa? I'm sorry, you're on the list. He kind of gestures, and as he gestures off to the side, he clicks a button on his gauntlet, and the door slides open. Go on in, I guess.
I'd say it's good to be on the list.
Don't sweat
Yes.
it.
I'm looking around on the wall of the building. Am I seeing any cameras?
Oh yeah, there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. All right.
I'm still disguised, so
All right. Okay. So as you all enter into the main area, door behind you, of course, slides closed. The Madokai is still looking at his datapad, scratching his head as you all enter in. And you see an array of colorful lights, wisps of smoke, perfume smells fill your senses upon entering the Eclipse's main room. There's a number of tables positioned along the north and south walls, with the front of the area being used as a major dance floor. There's lots of people wandering around and dancing. There's a huge U-shaped bar made from blackened metal and stone. It takes up much of the central floor. The rest of the floor is packed with partygoers and guests flaunting an array of high fashion. A live band plays from an elevated stage that extends from the back wall 15 feet above the main floor.
Wow. Only the best places do we go to.
yes, friend, stick around with us and you'll see even bigger and better places.
When it comes to like private parties like this, is there someone well dressed, not drinking as much, but looking kind of like looking around to make sure, like is there like a person that looks obviously like, like they're hosting?
Security.
Make an
No,
investigation
like
check.
they're hosting.
Nice, good stuff. Good rolls from you tonight, Danny. Okay. So, yeah, this is a launch party. A launch party for a artist. Her name is Lexi. She's a major pop star. Most of you would have heard of her. It's kind of like it's just a known name. It's not exactly her party as much as it's a party just being thrown to celebrate and enjoy her music being released.
All right. I'll just relay that as well as I can, using the hair to kind of just like whisper it to everybody.
Okay.
It's always something.
Right.
Why don't we see if we
Soren, you would actually be familiar with Selexi. Having your celebrity past, she is also a big-time influencer in the sim. You probably have interacted with her personally on multiple occasions.
Oh. Cool.
She's not supposed to be here, but yeah, her newest album releasing probably would have been news that you were aware of.
Well, this is quite the exclusive party then. Even though she's up and coming, she is very hot at the moment.
Well, I definitely feel out of place here. I am just a grunt.
Is she here? This Alexi.
As soon as you say that, everyone's trying. Selexi, is she here? Is she here? And everyone just gets really disappointed.
Oh, I'm not her.
Actually, that makes me laugh. That was good.
I'm gonna ask the bartender for a drink and then say, excuse me, would you know where Rona is?
Says, yeah, Rona's usually back in her office. She points towards the back of the room.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
It's this door.
I'm just gonna quickly motion for everyone else. And I'm gonna get up and do a couple of dance moves.
Now I'm really laughing.
Oh god,
Kinda
why am I
dance
standing
my
next
way.
to you when you're doing that?
So,
Soren, make a performance check, please.
Oh, and by the way, my dexterity is really bad, so I'm a really bad dancer.
So you're
Really,
basically
really bad.
you're basically Zemo right now from Winter Soldier and Falcon right now.
Yes.
Exactly. Even better.
Fantastic.
Soren, everyone kind of just like starts taking a few steps away from you. No one wants to be seen close to you.
I'm not associated with this guy.
He's got like the tentacles involved.
Yeah.
I call them
There you go.
tentacles, like cables.
I kind of make a mustache out of one while I'm
Oh no!
No, we end this here.
We end this
That
here.
is not
This
the,
ends
that is
now.
not the gift that I thought was it gonna be. I did
We
not
end this
preview
now.
that gift. I did not preview that gift.
Did I get like separated from the group somehow? Maybe I didn't move my token.
Oh,
Oh yeah, move over.
Are you outside
we're
still?
behind the bar.
oh no!
There we go.
Give him a wave. Where is
I
he?
lost you.
Yeah,
Where are you, Clint?
actually.
Oh, he's like
I'm
way in the
coming back.
corner.
I'm coming back.
Okay. Oh, yep. I see you. There you go.
I'm gonna whisper to everyone. Do you think we need to sneak in, or should we just walk right in?
Ulrich, I'm just gonna group you with the party.
Thank you.
No problem.
Is there security? I'm assuming since we don't see it, there's no security by the door.
Door is right up here. There is not, but Vesa, as you approach, you see just a hand like a hand scanner on nearby, and it is just glowing a soft red glow. It says locked.
No, we don't need to get all awkward about it. Let's just knock. Is it like hella loud in here, by the way?
Quite.
Yeah.
I'll knock.
There's no answer. Soren, as you approach the door, that data pad that you're carrying vibrates once again, and the door, the hand scanner on the door turns from red to green, and the door slides open.
Go, go, go.
See?
Looks like we're being expected, guys.
Don't push me in, Jesus Christ.
All right, once everybody's inside, let me know. That is actually a closed door. I don't know why that is there, but that is a closed door. Sorry. So,
See a brief glimpse of her. She's like, check, close the door.
right.
Small
So
rooms
once
would
you
make me
all
nervous.
make your way in there, over towards that back entrance, as soon as Soren gets within 10 feet of it, his data pad vibrates again, and the door slides open. And immediately, 2 guards stand up and move towards the center of the room. A woman in the back of the room stands up, and they all raise weapons. And Rona stands up and says, "Who are you, and how the hell did you get in here?"
We're
I think
supposed
it's
to
time
get
for
a
you to show some
rabbit.
data pads.
Data
We're
pads.
friends. Let's start there.
Rona,
we're friends.
Felt said he would arrange a meeting with you.
Yeah. It was, I guess it was you to Felt, and then Felt to Rabbit, and that's how we got a meeting with you.
So as soon as you say the name Felt, you hear the 2 security guards, their weapons click.
Oh.
And Rona gets up from her seat. Felt. They found Felt murdered this morning.
I didn't even.
You
think
have 10 seconds to tell me who. And just as that happens, all of your personal data pads start going off. All of them have, say, urgent message. Each one of you has a message from Rabbit. Says, "My contact was found dead this morning."
Okay, now hold on. Let's not lose our heads here. We had nothing to do with that. We just got here today.
Yeah, we were supposed to. Do you know who Rabbit is? I mean,
I know Rabbit, and I
We
did
have
know
an alibi.
Felt.
We haven't.
We're friends with her. She tried to set up a meeting with Felt to you, and we had no idea Felt was murdered until we arrived here.
So as she's saying that, she's looking at her own data pad, and she's looking back at you. She waves her guards down.
Being totally honest, we didn't even know who he was before we came here.
Yeah, Felt was the mediator between Rabbit, and us. Look, basically, we know Rabbit. Rabbit tried to set up a meeting, with you through Felt, and we have nothing to do with Felt's death.
She nods and she says, "Go ahead."
No, it's fine.
She nods and she says, yeah, I know that now. And then she puts her data pad on the table and slides it across. Come in. Who was it that you spoke to? Because it certainly wasn't Felt. And as she slides that data pad over to you, Clint, you can see it's a picture of all of you. It looks like a security camera footage, and it said, "Expect these people." And it's from Rabbit.
That's who. We ran into Rabbit, asteroid field, bit of a situation a few light years away.
Who met
We
you?
go way back.
Who told you they were Felt?
Well, we met a gentleman who very briefly introduced himself as Felt. Our interaction with him was supposed to be brief anyways. He was just supposed to give us the information to get in contact with you. And so we did.
Lucky I trust Rabbit.
Much else.
I would trust Rabbit with my life. That's the only reason that you all are alive right now. Can you describe this person that was pretending to be Felt?
Yes.
So as you describe the person, she says, "Tarko." I need you to listen to me very carefully. And as she says that, an explosion rocks the bar. Massive boom comes from the bar area. And Rona says, "Did he give you anything? Did Tarko give you anything to come in here?"
He gave us a data pad.
Give it to me.
I'll hand it to her.
Yeah, go ahead.
She looks at it.
Bobby, 2 friends.
God.
You may call me
I'm gonna
Bobby.
go see what that was.
Clint, the door is locked and secured for the moment, but you can hear gunfire, explosions, screaming coming from the other side. She says, "You don't have any idea what you've done, do you?" Oh my.
To be honest, I have no idea.
No, we don't. We were just supposed to be getting a very quick connection with you so you can help us get out of here unnoticed.
So she says, "You've deactivated all of my security in the entirety of the eclipse. Tarko's been after something that I have. He's here for it now, I can guarantee it. I'll tell you what, help me get the hell out of here alive, and we'll call it even."
It sounds fair. Sounds very fair.
What's going on out there, by the way, Clint?
Door seems to be locked. All right. You got one of those grenades, right?
Rona
Yes,
said.
I do.
Oh my god.
So
Elric, you sound
There's
way too
shrapnel
excited.
grenades.
Sir, you
we're
sound way too excited to have grenades. I'm gonna be real.
Well, where do you want me to toss this grenade in? It's kind of tight quarters in here.
Yeah,
Right.
shrapnel's gonna bounce everywhere.
So
Yeah.
Rona would say, "Get ready. As soon as I open the door, all hell's gonna break loose."
Hold on, let me get in front. Let me get in front. I don't want you guys getting hurt.
I'm right behind her.
Okay. So you all can still hear the gunshots. Sounds like grenades are going off out there. Sounds like people are getting
Oh my God.
people are dying out there. And
There's going to be
as
some collateral damage here, guys.
Rona says, "All right, here we go," and she presses a button. The door slides open, and you can see Vesa. The first thing that you see is all the way at the door. The man who said that he was felt gives you a little nod of his hat, gives you a wave, and disappears out the front door. And with
Tips my lady. That's all I can think about. But yeah.
And with that, you all can see Vesa. Well, first off, we are going to roll initiative. Vesa, you can see one person hiding behind the bar. Make a perception check real quick, Vesa.
Okay. I'll do perception check and then initiative.
You got it.
I'll take the 14 for perception, by the way.
Got it. Okay. So, you see a man standing behind the bar, a couple other people on either side of the bar. You can see he looks to his left and to his right. Looks like he's looking to the left and the right of the door. Raises a rifle. And with that... Okay. So, I gotta roll for Rona and her guards. Okay. So with that, Vesa, you can see somebody run around the opposite side of the bar, pop her head up, and she is going to take 2 shots at you with her heavy pistol. I said it's a 15 and a 16 to hit you.
That misses.
Awesome. So one goes wide, one goes bouncing off of your armor. You see another one of those corporate... You would recognize them as corporate agents. They are wearing sleek black material. Right. That's nat 1 and a 14 to hit you.
Misses.
Denny, you are up.
Centurion armor coming in clutch.
Did I get kicked to the bottom of the order?
Clint, you did. My bad. You're up next. Go ahead.
Just
You shared-
checking.
Yeah, you just shared an initiative with the corporate agents.
But I can't see anyone right now. So can I move through Vesa?
You could certainly knock over this potted plant right here.
Sure, I'll stomp right over it. Okay. Now I see what's going on. What's the guy in the middle holding?
He has an auto rifle.
Oh. Yeah. So I'll give my finger point and fire a side blast at the middle one.
Got it.
Wrong place.
Looks like that was damage.
Wait. Did it reset side blast? I could have sworn I gave this an attack roll last time.
It may.
If you use your token actions, it should work. Oh, speaking of which, Ulrich, if you click away from your token and click back on, you'll see a list of actions come across the top of your screen as macros.
Very nice. Thank you.
No problem.
Do you want me to roll or?
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll it. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh well, even better.
All right.
A 1 and a 2. Damn.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Okay. I didn't mean to do that one. All right. I'll just take my. How far away is he? It's been 2 weeks. I forgot how to play this guy.
No problem. Take your time. We are all new to Esper Genesis here.
Yeah. Okay. I'll also cast Symbiont Mark on the middle guy with my bonus action.
Okay.
We'll just say dexterity checks.
Okay, sounds good. And anything else?
I'll just step back to the side.
Okay. With that, you hear Rona say, "I've opened up my escape hatch. It's right behind the bar. If we can get there, we can get out." Danny, you're up.
Well, I will use sensory booster on Clint, Vesa, and Soren. So
Is it bless or?
it's bless. Yeah, it's bless.
All right. Thank you.
Sensory bless.
Sensory bless.
Space bless.
All right,
Space
I'll put
bless.
on the,
Yeah.
Space bless. I'll put on the bless icon then.
Okay. Anything else from Denny?
I guess I'll just chill here. I can't really go anywhere else, so that's my turn.
Okay. Soren.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I will Symbiont Mark the middle one, choosing strength.
Okay.
And I will Sprite Beam him.
That's just damage. That's not a. That's not
damage,
attack.
yeah.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, I think it may have gotten reset, probably.
So
I
what
think
got reset? Do I need to reset your alt's token actions? Is that what I need to do here?
No, I didn't do it from the thing. Oh wait, maybe it didn't do it. Yeah. So for some reason, it's not rolling the attack.
Okay, one second. You know what? I've seen this problem pop up before. 1 second, Soren. I'm opening up your sheet. Are you clicking it from the powers, and that's where it's not working from?
I tried both from the quick menu when clicking my token,
Okay.
and from the powers.
Yeah, output attack. Weird.
Let's try it again.
Okay.
It's still weird.
Power attack. There it is. Ranged power attack. Try it now.
All right. Let me see what it'll do it from the.
There we
There
go.
we go. Crit.
Oh,
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Yep.
And then I have to add a d6 for the symbiote mark.
isn't it 2 because of crit, or is it just 1?
Oh yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
that
it would
add
double
to
up.
that, Yeah.
Yep. Same as
Thank
Hunter's
you.
Mark.
Yeah.
Sneak all
I
that good
got
stuff.
you.
That's terrible. So 13 damage.
Hey, I
Um,
mean, right?
That's 14 damage still. Oh no, wait, it's 13. Yeah, I read that wrong. Yeah, it's
I mean,
13.
it's better than 1.
True.
That's true. So I hit him really hard and I say, "That's for ruining her party," and I'm gonna move back with my last 10 feet of movement.
All right. All right.
That's my turn.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry. Okay, that is going to bring us to Vesa.
Let me take a few steps. Oh, hello. Didn't even expect these two over here.
Vesa, there's also 2
Oh.
more to the north of you.
Hi. I am going to try and heavy pistol the guy in the center there.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the session inspiration.
Fantastic. 17 hits.
17. And I'm gonna add a flame burst on that. So I'm gonna target these two. They have to make a DC 12 dex save, or they also have to take 9 fire damage.
Wow, that's a great ability. I love that. Okay. So they all have to make the dex save.
Yeah.
Oh no, just the target takes an additional 2d6. And
Oh,
3
yeah,
creatures
the
of your
center guy-
choice. Okay, sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, so that center guy takes 13 damage, and the other two have to make a DC 12
Against
dex
9.
save.
Got it.
Yeah.
Half on success or none on success?
None on success.
DC 12 for 9. Damage on success. Okay, I think. Yep, macros are broken. 1 second while I reset that. Go. Okay, 1 fail, 1 success. All right. So Vesa, what does that look like when you take a shot? So like an incendiary exploding round?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna take a shot, and then once it pierces the guy's armor, it's gonna do a little firebomb
Nice.
around him.
Nice.
I'm gonna take a few more steps back, and I am gonna end my turn.
Okay. Yeah. So that brings us to his turn, and he is going to look up and he's going to signal around. You see him making like a group ups and then pointing right down the door towards you guys before he raises his auto rifle and takes a shot at Vesa. Vesa, your armor holding up once more. It is only a 7 and a 10 to hit you.
My God.
That brings us to Rona, and she is going to come up right behind you all. She says, "My guards will push out into the room. We gotta get to the trapdoor. We gotta get out of here. We can't just stay in here. Eventually they're gonna start lobbing nades in here." Ulrich.
And that trapdoor's behind the
Sorry.
bar?
Trapdoor is, yes, behind the bar, she said. She's already activated it so it is revealed. You all will be able to see it once you step out.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
I just see this guy. I'm just orienting myself. Okay.
The gang
And
members
these
are
guys-
not in the initiative. I gotta get them in there.
Are these guys like firing at us? I'm pinging them.
Yes, they are.
Okay. And this guy's firing at us, right?
He has a knife in one hand and a pistol in the other, and he is pointing it at you.
Where? Oh, that's not good. Where's Vesa?
Behind you.
I'm behind you.
Behind me. Okay, let me step out again so I can orient myself. Oh my God, there's even a couple more guys out here. All right, so let's see what we got here. I think it's grenade time, guys.
Yes, do it. Do it.
All right. So I am going to take my tactical ambush, which will allow me to take 40 as in my first turn of 40 speed.
Nice.
Okay. And I tried to put that in the. I tried to click on that on the. You know what? I'm going to do the sheet instead. How's that?
You've got it.
came through?
I saw it. It came through, but it's rolling just to me right now, so I'm going to fix that right now and make sure you roll
Okay.
out in the open.
No worries. I
Never
did-
whisper rolls. Got it.
All right. So I've already moved 10 of my 40, so I got 30 more. How close do I need to get to get
The
a good launch
lowest-
of my grenade?
Got it. The lowest range is 20 feet. If you can get within 20 feet, that DC is only 12. The farther away you are, the higher the DC.
20 feet. Okay, that's let me see. Let me do some quick that's there from where I'm at. Ooh, okay.
Jeez.
That'll put me really close. That'll max out my movement, which is fine.
I mean, unless you want to go for one of the guys that's like up here, down here.
No. There's 3 of these
Alright.
guys here. I can take them with the grenade. Vesa, I'm assuming you got the guys with the knives down there.
I don't. I mean, maybe. Maybe. Maybe.
All right, that'll make me okay. I'm right here. That'll
Okay.
max out my 40 feet, and that gets me within.
Within
20.
lobbing distance. So
Oh,
a
I'm
DC 12 athletics check.
I am lobbing.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
So, Ulrich,
Pathetic.
at least it's not the nat one. So it does land on the other side of the bar, but it rolls away a little bit farther than you would have expected to. Once it hits, just the angle a little bit wrong. So
It dribbles.
half damage on success, no damage on fail. So go ahead and roll me that damage for them. I believe for the fragmentation grenades, what is the damage on those guys?
Did we establish 46?
I think we did.
So it would be an additional, I think, 2d6? I would
Okay,
say.
so it looks like it is only 2d6 for a regular fragmentation grenade. Vita's must have just been special because she had that.
2d6 plus 2, and I rolled it, so it came out to be 8 piercing. So.
Got it. One moment.
And I am going to also take a bonus action too.
Okay, so let me go ahead and roll their saves real quick.
Okay.
DC 14 against 4 or 0. Okay, 2 of them do fail.
Oh,
Unfortunately, it was not the one that you wanted to fail.
that's all right.
Okay. Go ahead
And
and
I'm
what's
gonna
your bonus
put
action?
I'm going to put a hunter's mark on this guy here.
Okay.
That's a bonus action.
Yep.
And that's it.
Okay.
Because I've already moved as far as I can move.
That brings us around to the gang members, and one of them is going to rush up behind you, Ulrich, yelling out some obscenities as he does so. Another one's going to move up to there. Ulrich, this one tries to knife you. That is only an 8 to hit. Looks like that's rolling out in the open. Let me fix that.
Yeah, I got an armor class 14.
All right. Vessa, this one levies a light pistol against you and takes a shot. Ah, none of my macros are working. This is unfortunate. Okay, I see what's happening here. Every single one of these NPCs has their own unique stat block instead of being linked to one in the journal. Vessa, 10 obviously misses.
Yep. I've got faith. It's in my head, man.
Okay. Ulrich, 2 of them are taking light pistol shots against you. Ulrich, a 14.
14 hits me.
For 5 piercing. The second shot is a miss with a natural 1.
All right.
With that, Rona's security agents do come rushing past you all. And they begin opening fire. One at the gang member that is attacking Ulrich. 21 to hit for 2 damage on that guy. Next one at the one right in front of them all. He's going to swing his battle rod at him and miss horribly. Brings us back around to the 2 corporate agents that are flanking. So, real quick point of order here, everyone. There is a distinct difference between the 2 groups of people that are attacking you right now. The ones up here are very, very dirty, very just like, very grimy looking. Lots of tattoos. Looks like they haven't taken a bath in several days. Just obviously living out on the streets type of situation. They fit the description of those gang members that they were telling you about earlier. In stark contrast to that, the people hiding behind the bar, popping up and taking shots at you, are dressed very well. They are wearing state-of-the-art light armor and firing good weapons. Very distinct contrast between them. Ulrich, a heavy pistol shot coming your way. It is only a 9, but the second one is a 19 to hit. For 5 piercing on the second attack.
That's against me or Ulrich?
That one was against Ulrich.
Okay.
And Vessa, this one's coming for you.
Okay, gotcha.
A 16.
16 just misses.
23 on the second one.
That hits me.
For 5 piercing. That is going to bring us to Clint.
All right. I'm going to pop out from around the corner and take another side blast at the guy behind the bar in the middle.
Okay. $16 hits.
And when it hits, I'm going to activate my psionic combat ability, which isn't on here yet, but I can ping it.
Okay. Okay, good stuff.
Ooh.
DC. What is your spell save DC?
Good question. $13.
13, thank you. And go ahead and roll that d10.
Damn, son.
Nice.
As this side shot kind of ricochets off of the middle guy and hits the other two.
Unfortunately, they do both succeed on that save.
They do?
Yes, they do. A 13 and a 16.
Never mind. The cool thing I just said doesn't happen.
Yeah, never mind that cool thing I just said, guys.
Oh, but the middle guy does take hex damage.
Okay. Roll it.
How about that? Fantastic. Okay.
Okay. Dinny, we are to you.
Okay, I'm gonna peek out over here. Oh wow, we're really surrounded here. These two are the guards,
Security
right? They
guards.
were-
Yeah, they're Ronas.
Okay, right next to Ulrich and right here. I'm gonna put the assault drone. So as a bonus action, I'm using assault drone.
Okay. Nice. Which one do you like, Danny? Do you like this one? Or this one?
I can't see the first one. Can you put down the first one? I can't see it. Oh, the one below it.
I've also got this and this.
Kind of see these. Oh my god, these are fabulous.
I think this one makes sense. For
Oh,
me.
these are way cool. Are these ours or theirs?
That's Dinny's. Dinny just put that down.
Oh my god, this is way cool.
And I think I can, on activation, I can use it, right?
Yep, when you first activate this power, you can move the drone to any point within range and make a melee foraging attack against a creature.
Okay, yeah. So I'll go for the guy that's going for Ulrich.
Okay.
Get him off of me. Great.
On a hit, the target takes radiant damage equal to 1d8 plus your foraging modifier. So, melee foraging attack.
I'll take my sessional for that
Fantastic. That's a hit.
one. And that'll be 8. You said radiance? Yeah, 8 radiance.
Radiant, yep. So, Ulrich, you see as this drone just comes zing right up behind this guy, right as he's about to drive a knife at you, and this radiant burst just explodes right behind him, and he drops.
Awesome.
As my action, I'm going to use an electric surge on this one over here.
Nice.
Wait, that's...
Yeah, it's been
Oops,
doing
what
that for everybody. I'm going to take a note to go over everyone's sheet during my prep next week.
There we go. This will fix it. 23.
There we go. That's a hit.
4 lightning.
You got it.
And then I'll just head back.
Brings us to Vesa.
Okay, I'm gonna step up to this guy in front of me and glaive him.
As one does. Oof.
I think even if a D4, I don't know that's gonna hit, but I'll still roll 12 maybe?
12 just hits.
It's only +2.
Oh, bummer.
It's yeah, it averages out. It's not a D4.
It's not a D4 for the
No, it's just a
What?
+2 on this one. It's not that OP.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
right.
unfortunate.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess 10 misses.
10 does miss.
Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. Soren.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna move down and see what the situation is.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, poor guy needs a CPAP. Don't want to hurt someone like that. Can I? Is she blocking my way?
No.
Okay. I will use my bonus action to move my symbiote mark to him, and then I will shoot him with a spray beam.
To who?
Sorry, this dude that's right in front of Vesa.
Got it. 21 certainly a hit.
Okay, so 9 force damage.
9 force damage?
I'm sorry, 4 force damage. 4
Same
force
guy.
damage. Plus, hold on, plus 1d6. Plus 5, so 9. It is 9.
Down he goes.
All right. So I moved 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh,
Esper Genesis does not like my macros at all.
okay. Whoa.
You're good. You're good.
I
Sorry.
ended up in some. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually gonna end up right there,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
So, the armored and masked individual from behind the bar steps up and levies his auto rifle at you. You all hear a faint click resound over the music and the noise. And he does a full auto burst in your all's direction. Right there.
Yes. Dexterity save.
Dexterity saves from Soren, the 2 guards, and Vesa.
Soren and Vesa, you have +2 for that
My
save.
specialty.
23, not 24.
18.
Fantastic. Okay. That is
Did I
successes
escape
on
that
both
auto
of them.
burst?
Sorry?
Did Alric escape that auto burst?
Yeah, burst fire in this game is a little weird. Even though you're directly in the path, it's still only a 10-foot cube within the area he's shooting at.
Oh, okay. So I lucked out.
It feels like it should be a cone.
It feels like it should be, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's treating
Yeah,
it like a little grenade launcher.
I was thinking about the idea of making it be anyone within this line and then this, and then that 10-foot cube. But that just seems like a BOP, because imagine if it's basically like a mini lightning bolt at that point. It's just a weapon attack. So yeah. So that does succeed for both of you. Okay. So no damage for either of you. The 2 guards, let's see how they do. One fail, 1 success. Okay. That does bring us to... Rona. He's going to get to right there. I really enjoyed this system, but the conversion into Roll20 is so incredibly subpar. Like, Rona's supposed to have a spell. She has a spellcasting property. She has Esper powers. None of them are listed. So for now, she's just going to take a light pistol shot at the wounded corporate agent right down here. That is a hit. And Rona takes that one down. Ulrich, we're back to you.
It's grenade time. So I'm going to move here, and I'm going to toss my grenade. Hopefully I'll do better this time. I have 2 of them left. Athletics.
Athletics. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, go ahead and roll that damage. 2d6.
Also, I don't know if my hunter's mark works, but I hunter marked this guy right here.
Okay. I believe that would add the damage to that. We'll double check it later, but for now, Ulrich, your grenade goes at this perfect arc and it lands right at the guy's feet. He's standing in a shooting stance, and you see him look down just in time for the explosion to send him flying up and over the bar. Down he goes.
And if my hunter's mark works, he gets an extra D6. So I'm just going to roll that straight up.
All right.
Damn.
Yeah, he is very much down. Anything else from Ulrich?
I am going to move my hunter's mark as a bonus action. Are there any other targets? Oh, yes, there is.
2 more.
I'm going to target this guy with my hunter's mark.
Okay.
And, I still have movement, right?
You do.
I'm going to position myself here and kind of position myself getting close to around the bar. I'm assuming that folks will be joining me here to get on the other side of the bar.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Brings us to the 2 remaining gang members. They are going to, one of them, rush over to one of the guards. The other rushes up at Vesa. Throwing caution to the wind, Vesa, he strikes out at you with a knife. Ah! I am so spoiled by 5e's like flawless integration into this tabletop.
Okay, that's gonna be 4 piercing on me.
Make that 6.
Oh, wait, 'cause he's multi-attack, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. He's making melee attacks, that he does. Oh my god. I really just want to, like, reach out to Alligator Alley and be like, hey guys, can I please just, like, fix all of your Roll20 integration, please? Like, don't even have to pay me, just let me fucking do it. Okay. The other one. At the security guard there. Those both hit. Vesa, you see Rona's security personnel drop as this gang member just leaps on top of him and just starts double-handing, stabbing down into him until they both drop down to the floor. This one here is going to swing, brings us to those security guards. First one is going to swing his battle rod at the gang member and miss. Corporate agents are dead, bringing us back to Clint.
Okay. All the things.
Remember, everyone, that you can move past each other. It's not difficult terrain or anything. The only movement restriction through another space, through an occupied space, is if that space is occupied by an enemy.
Okay, so if I 10, 15, 20. I actually don't know if I want to be there. If I want to be there. I might have screwed myself. Actually. Going to turn to the one to the north of me. And I'm going to cast
Command. Good stuff. Okay.
And I'm
Which
going
one?
to tell him, get!
Get!
Flee.
I never thought I'd hear somebody say get.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. DC is 13, you said?
Yeah.
And which one did you target?
The one to the north of me.
Got it. Oh, bummer.
Oh well.
Okay, you can see him. He takes a step back and he's like, "Wait, what?" Shakes his head. Gives you the finger.
I don't have anything. Oh, I could waste some extra talent points, but no, I'm good.
Okay. Denny.
All right. So yeah, I can't see anything, so I'm gonna get closer. I guess I'll get back here actually. I have to see where my drone is supposed to be going, right?
Let's take a look. Does it say that?
It doesn't say you have to see it.
It does not say any point within range that you can see. It just says any point within range.
Yeah. Can I get vision of the drone so I can like see what's going on there?
I haven't made a token for it yet, so
Gotcha. Okay.
you can just drop your token out there so you can see and then pull it back when you're done.
Sure.
I'll make a drag and drop token for you.
Who's left here, actually? Oh, the guy over here.
There's 2 left.
Oh, okay, never mind. That makes it easier, actually. I'll just bring the drone over to this guy.
Okay.
And I'll do a drone attack on him.
19 certainly hits.
It's 5.
Okay.
And then oof, there's too many people this hallway. I'm assuming. Wait, no, I don't actually. I'll just go with Electro Surge on it if I can even hit it. 21 hit.
That's a hit. And
7
down he
lightning.
goes.
And then I'll just hide back in my corner.
Right. Vessa.
Alright, let's come around a little bit, and it's time to see if I can slam him with the grave.
The glaive.
Grave wave.
Got it. 19
Word.
hit.
Hard,
Oh.
yeah.
Off with his head.
Yeah, totally fine on, dealing 11 damage there.
Right?
Not a crit, actually.
Yeah, not even a crit, just max damage. Not even max. What the shit?
Yeah, it's 1d10. Yeah.
That's not even 10% of my full power.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, once I reached level 5, though, oh my god.
All right, everybody. With that, we are going to drop out of initiative. Rona comes running out past you all, and you see her make it out here. She's looking at her data pad, and you see her, Soren, you can see her looking on her data pad. She's looking at what looks like a storage locker, and she looks up towards one of the southern doors. It looks like it's been blown off of its hinges. And she looks up and she's like, God damn it, I knew it. She looks around towards all of you and she says, you all let him in here. I know it wasn't your fault, but I'm going to have to ask you to help me take back what he stole.
You said we were square if we got you to safety.
They intend to take something extremely valuable off the Hyperlance. Rabbit has led me to believe that you're not the kind of people that'll just let bad guys get away with doing terrible things, are you?
We're not, but we also don't do such things for free.
She holds up a hand.
Break even.
2,000 cubes if we get back what he took.
Done. Where are they?
This way. She takes you down through the trap door. Takes you down to a tunnel leading out back behind the Eclipse. And back there is a line of hover bikes of various colors, all with shiny chrome inlays, all very well designed. She says, what's your favorite color?
Oh, I like blue.
I like red.
I like rainbow.
She looks towards you. Nice. She says, I know where he's going. We have time to catch up to him. Let's go.
Okay,
Does
glad
she-
we shared our favorite colors.
Is there a medic in the group?
Yeah. How much are we
Alright.
down by?
I'm down 10.
Vessa, how
Uh,
much you down by?
I can heal myself up actually. Let me do second rend real quick. And then it should be.
I have 15 health. I have 15 like
I mean,
HP to
you're
spread
good.
out.
I got second wind, so I should be fine.
Alrighty, everybody. Well, we are
Is
going to
that
go ahead and
8?
call it a session here. When we
okay.
come back next week, we will jump into this hover bike chase.
Oh
Oh,
boy,
this is gonna be
Ooh,
fun.
cool.
this is gonna be fun.